How does one guarantee that the student voice will be heard? It all comes down to teacher education or teacher preparation. Are the teachers prepared to accept and know how to get the students to talk and express their views and ideas? So effective teacher preparation in environmental education requires pre-service teacher training at the minimum. Before a teacher is permitted to come into a classroom and teach, in the pre-service program, in the teacher training, in the teacher education program, environmental education should be a key component, and teachers should be told 2 to 3 things. 1, why environmental education is important. Why should every teacher focus, no matter what the teacher teaches, needs to focus on environmental education? How the teacher can build in environmental education into what the teacher is trying to teach, and how do you allow and permit students to express what they think are the problems and the potential solutions to those problems as well. However, it is important to note that pre-service training alone is insufficient for quality life skills-based education, because the problems are not going to remain the same. Problems change, and therefore with pre-service, there also needs to be an in-service component or a refresher component that continues beyond what the teacher has learned before starting his or her career. Ideally, teachers should access continuing education and professional development through in-service training and teacher resource centers on climate change, the environment, and life skills-based education. So it's not enough just because you've done something in the pre-service program to come. Now you've taught for a year or 2 years. Things have changed, issues have changed, problems have changed, and so you need to refresh yourself. And that comes from in-service training and in-service preparation and in-service teacher education. So teachers must be informed that through their service years, they will need, once every year or once every 2 years, they will need to take in some refresher courses that will help them get up to date with environmental issues and concerns. Lack of teacher knowledge and understanding remains the primary barrier to the effective implementation of child-centered sustainable development curricula in the schools. So 2 factors are responsible. It's lack of knowledge and understanding. Either teachers don't know what environmental education is, what is the scope, the depth, the sequence of activities under environmental education, and or they don't understand it. If they know it, they don't understand it. So simply knowing something is not good enough. You need to understand what you know, and then you will be able to transfer it to the next generation, which is the children and students in our classrooms. So teachers must be prepared, must be in a need to learn what environmental education is. Obviously, suddenly we can't have brand new teachers going into schools. There will be teachers continuing. So it is up to the school systems, it is up to the government agencies, it is up to the teacher training colleges and teacher education institutes to make sure that through the year at different times, they provide opportunities for in-service teachers to come in and get the refresher training, get the training in environmental education so that they can deliver the right things at the right time in their classrooms. Stronger interdisciplinary links to key stakeholders such as researchers, teachers, NGOs, and public officers can eliminate this obstacle. Obviously, it is not possible for the teacher to know everything, and therefore the teacher needs to make connections with people in the community. When the teacher makes connections with people in the community, those individuals can come into the classroom and fill in where the teacher thinks he or she is not able to fill in those gaps. So, Making associations, liaisoning with individuals in the community is a critical factor in enabling teachers to deliver the right environmental education to all our young children in our classrooms.